good prep prior to, I guess, leaving for the bowl. Proud of the young men, how they've handled it. Got through their tests. They came to work and practice when they needed to, and worked like crazy in school. So we'll move on down the road here for a couple of days. I'm excited for the opportunity for the kids to get to their families. Almost all of them will have that opportunity, or at least to be in a family environment, a couple of days before Christmas, and then we'll wake up on Christmas Day and move on down to Orlando. That'll be what else would you rather do on Christmas than travel to Florida to a bowl game? So great opportunities.
Jerry, were you at all surprised when Melvin made the decision that he did? Any surprise at all for you?
No, really not. And like I've said all along, I believe my spot and my job in there is to be supportive, helpful. I wanted Melvin to feel like he could walk in and trust me, and that I had no agenda for the University of Wisconsin, no agenda for myself, and no coach had any agenda. Just giving the information that we knew, and it all worked out what I believe was right and the best situation for him. But he handled it like a man. His family was highly involved. We talked quite a bit, and it worked out for us, but no surprise to me. And excited to have him back, and it's a great opportunity to have him in our program for another season for sure, at least.
Did he get his draft grade? And could you share it?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
No, I don't believe that's come back yet, and that's even more of a credit to him. That was not a factor. It was putting ourselves in a position to play at a high level, and Melvin being the feature back is something that he's very excited about. Getting closer to getting his degree is something that means a lot to Melvin, and he's in a good spot in both those areas. So those were the major factors at the end, and he knows what he's going to work on to get better.
I think he said the other day that the mulling it over was that it was a distraction, it was starting to get to him. Do you anticipate this will help him relax for this last game?
Absolutely. I think I wouldn't say he was distracted, but in the end of the day, how could you not be somewhat distracted with that going on in your mind? And he handled it well, communicated about it, and I just asked him yesterday. I said, Melvin, what do you feel about at least getting it out there? And I felt good about the opportunity that he was going to stay and that he'd made the decision. He's not a selfish kid. He said, Coach, I don't want to say anything about it. So let's just do a little release and get it out there, and away we go. So he didn't want to put himself in the spotlight, which is another great credit to that young man.
So Gary, you didn't know if he was going to do it before you guys left, in terms of the timeline?
No, there was really no timeline. Again, like I said, saw him yesterday in meetings. I knew he was staying at that point from what he had told me, and I asked him if he wanted to make a statement or get it out there, and he said no, but I'd like the school to, and away we went. So again, it wasn't, we just let it take its course, and it did.
For you, it's been a year since you accepted the job here. How much has your life changed since a year ago?
It's changed. Personally, it's changed just in a family environment with not having, all my kids around me. But other than that, the change of environment, it's a hectic job. There's a lot going on every single day, but I'm fortunate to have great people around me. And I love what I do. So other than that, I don't wake up every day and say that major things have changed. So family's in a good spot. One less dog than I had a year ago, so one passed away. But other than that, we're all good. So we're not getting a new one either yet. So,
have you received any